Play. Love 15. Love.
Keys has been looking to step in on returns and attack her opponents. Swiatek has to be aware of that. Trying to put a little bit more behind that second serve, clipping the tape.
Just so quick, isn't she? So athletic to get up to that short ball.
15.
Iga Swiatek. Well, possibly a little bit of a nervous start here for the world number 2.
15.
Overplaying that forehand. First serve is going to be
13,
crucial for Swiatek,
14.
just to allow her to play from a stronger position, especially in these early stages. It's one area she's been doing a pretty good job of throughout the tournament.
Opening break for Madison Keys.
Keys gets just what she was hoping for when she chose to receive opportunities to break, and she takes advantage of it. Swiatek is now broken for the first time since the 4th game of the 2nd set in her first round match. She's won 31 service games in a row, Swiatek, and that stopped the run there.
All right, good start for Madison Keys, and it's good to have Daniela Huntakova courtside. Daniela, a warm welcome to you.
Thank you so much. It's great to be with you, Josh and Chanda. And just want to say a couple of those misses in the first game also had something to do with the light breeze that it's coming with from the side where Madison is going to serve. So it's something both girls have to watch out for. Just give it a little bit extra shape to make sure they don't miss it long, as Iga did with a couple of those forehands.
Chanda, I get the feeling tonight Madison Keys will have to serve well, and I'm thinking around the up 65% plus of first serves in, because her serve +1 is so devastating.
Yeah, I think that's been a key for Keys getting to this semifinal. She's maintained a pretty high percentage of first serves in, and when she gets the serve in, she's effective behind it. And so it's the 1-2 punch. When that number has dipped, it's been a little more difficult for Keys. With Swiatek, you've got to be ready for those extra balls to come back. And Keys was up for the challenge.
30-15.
It started that wide serve, well placed to get Swiatek stretched out. That has been difficult for opponents to do thus far, but Keys with a terrific start. We know how quick Swiatek can play, and there are moments where Keys may have to just slow things down a little bit, try to control the pacing a bit more often. Yeah, she had a look at forehand she has been pouncing on.
Yes.
And that one just got away from her. The legs didn't quite stay grounded and behind the ball. Understandable to be a little over anxious. Looking at a 2-love lead here.
Is there anybody better in the game who can turn defense into attack than Iga Swiatek?
Advantage.
Yeah, it's hard to think of anybody. Obviously, Goff, who can defend and at times go to offense, but Swiatek does it so quickly and so seamlessly.
Nice rebound here from the world #2. Hits straight back. 1-1 first set.
There are players that are very comfortable defending, but then it's difficult to go from defense to offense inside the court, and Swiatek, she is probably the best at that.
This is where Maddie will have to be so careful when she has those easy balls, that she makes sure finishes Iga off and is very accurate with those, because otherwise the balls will be coming back.
Lovely team.
Swiatek still not quite settled in terms of her serving. Second double fault. A bit of good fortune for Keys to put Swiatek under more pressure here at
30.
love 30. 3 times that Swiatek has gotten that second serve in, she's lost all of those points so far.
And guys, what I'm noticing is that Iga so much wants to be ready for that first shot after her serve, because she knows how fast the returns will come of Madison racket, that she doesn't finish the serve properly. She's a little bit off rhythm.
She's almost worried about that shot coming back, isn't she?
Totally.
So it's another break for Madison Keys.
Leads 2-1.
Good start for the American. 2-1 first set. And we have a full house here for women's semi-finals night. Madison Keys up a break. 2-1 first set.
15 left.
%. Madison Keys wins the set after an early break, so that's a very healthy number. And Chanda highlights just how she's a great front runner.
And understands the staples of her game and how to keep it flowing through the end of a set. And certainly those weapons in closing out a set, that helps as well.
Let's first serve.
Well, you need a little bit of luck at this stage of the tournament.
13.
That's a
15.
second net cord for Keys. That one, no chance for Swiatek to defend. Sometimes to the aggressor goes the luck.
We have seen this occasionally, haven't we, Chanda, throughout this tournament, where she does throw in the odd double fault, and it looks like a little bit of loss of rhythm.
Yeah, Madison Keys' team, her coach and husband Bjorn Frantangelo on the right, her fitness trainer on the left, Richard Langford, works for the USTA. Just missed it. That has been a valuable shot for Keys, the backhand down the line. And instead, it's a break point for Swiatek.
Game, Swiatek.
So
2 games
back
all.
at 2 games all. Not entirely happy with that service game, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is the challenge of settling in as quickly as possible in a match of this magnitude, and both players still just not quite finding their range. And you feel like whoever can hold first, that is the player who will be able to settle down a little more quickly. But you see they're both trying to play aggressive on the front foot, and that will generate a certain number of errors as well.
Fifteen left.
Swiatek has finally won a point off of her second serve. Maybe that gives her a little boost of confidence. Still right now just trying to overplay on that shot.
Left. 40 left.
And these are exactly the type of misses in the last 2 minutes that Maddie cannot afford to do in this kind of matchup against Iga. Iga is so not used to being in a situation where she's 2-all. So that's already stressful for her. So she has to cut down the number of unforced error account.
Keys had a point
14,
for
15.
2-love lead and didn't get it. It's been a bit of a swing back and forth for her. Got to put those missed opportunities out of your mind. Not always as simple to do.
First service hold for the world number 2. Starting to look a little more confident. 3-2, Swiatek. So maybe just a little bit of rain.
Actually, I can feel a few drops around, so hopefully this gets closed on time.
Well, it just takes 6 minutes, they say, and obviously they've got a good start, so it'll be less than that. It wasn't wide open. They took 300 tons out of this roof when it was originally built, so it used to take 15 minutes, and now it's just a matter of minutes before it closes.
Oh, but I think both players decided that they keep playing, even when the rose is closing at the same time.
Yeah, Wayne McEwen, the referee, tournament referee, just mentioned that it'll be closed very quickly, so the show goes on. I gotta say, Swiatek's doing a very good job of going back in behind Madison Keys, really trying to keep her off balance.
Yeah, Swiatek's coach Wim Fissette added him to her team. And one of the things that he talked about doing was having her lean into the spinniness of her shots on these courts. And what he spoke about was, before she tried to flatten her shots out more on these courts, make that adjustment compared to how she plays on the red clay. But this year, he's been having her lean into the spin and keep with that same kind of shot production.
Forehand is just a little loose at the moment. This has been a big weapon over the last couple of weeks.
A very close-knit team for Madison Keys in the middle. Her physio, Kayla Epperson, as well. A little concern, though, right now.
15-14.
The range that Keys has been looking for on the forehand.
Yeah, it makes life a lot easier for Madison Keys when she makes that first serve. Only winning 1 out of 5 when she misses the first serve. Just overplaying at the moment.
And that is such a difficult forehand to hit. As good as Keys' forehand is, she was still just a little off balance, and the change direction behind that much pace from Swiatek was a little too much to ask for.
Especially given the rotation or the spin that Swiatek puts on the ball, you're almost on your back foot at all times. So if you want to change direction of a shot, you really have to be set with the feet and have great discipline to change direction.
Swiatek still trying to push for more depth on that second serve, trying to keep Keys at bay.
Again, that back in behind Madison Keys shot. A clear tactic we're seeing from Iga.
15-all.
And this is staple of Swiatek, how quickly she gets the feet in position behind the shots. Difficult to get her off once she gets started. That's the kind of return Swiatek has been trying to avoid from Keys, where she can take that little bit of court, steal some time from Swiatek right from the start.
That return was on Iga's side before she even finished the serve.
She missed that forehand, Keys, but that's a good play still. She kind of ran through it, didn't quite get set, but the intent to hit it and then move in where it doesn't allow Swiatek to reset the point. She did that well in her last couple of matches.
Win for set there, the front left. like this forehand better. The cross-court forehand from Keys is working better tonight.
Yes.
Seems to be trusting the shot.
And it gives her just a little more margin over the low part of the net, and she can swing over the longer part of the court as well. That's one of the advantages that Swiatek has. Even though she hasn't always maybe liked these courts as much, she gets a little more time. She can make great use of it. She seems like she is finding the joy in these Australian Open courts.
Well, it's been a nice recovery in this first set from the world number 2. Good lead, 5-2 first set. Daniela, just checking in, is the actual roof completely closed now?
Yeah, it is absolutely, Josh. It feels so nice. The conditions couldn't be any better. Just the right temperature, no wind. Perfect.
And those are the types of misses that Keys can't afford in this match. It's been hard enough for her to get those opportunities. Be on the front foot. Good reset here from Love 30. Getting back even with that ace. The first ace of the match.
Well, it's been quick, 32 minutes. It's a set point now for Iga Swiatek.
Yes. Advantage. Peace.
Nice rebound from Keys, saving a set point. Just giving herself one more opportunity to get back into this match.
And she knows, Keys, that even if she does lose the set here, she wants to be serving first in the second. So multiple benefits buckling down in that last game.
Bjorn Frantangelo just laying down the law. Hasn't been overly animated this tournament with Madison. This time he was a lot more animated than what we have seen. That's the way, I think, forward for Madison. Trust her best shot cross court. Then when she gets more confidence, she can go back down the line. But this is the shot that we've seen Iga struggle a little bit over the years, hard and fast into her forehand side.
And especially with Keys coming in. Now she's got to hit it a little lower, try to get it dipping.
Sitting courtside, it feels like you cannot hit and time the ball any better than the last two shots of Madison Keys.
This is what Madison Keys can do. She can get on a run. That last service game, the first time she held serve all match, saved a set point, and now with 3 break points to get back on serve.
A smart second serve from Swiatek. Got a lot of safety on that kick serve, but a terrific angle, as well as the kick that got up a bit higher. Getting interesting now. Madison Keys does break back. And we're on serve. Swiatek 5-4 first set.
Love 15.
lot more discipline on the forehand, Madison Keys.
Well, her shots are big enough, and you see how difficult it's been for Swiatek to catch up to it, to get behind it fully when Keys hits solidly. Doesn't even have to be that close to the lines. Swiatek is almost redlining it here, and she was close, but still is down in this game now. I mean, all you could do is laugh at that one. It's either that or cry.
That gives every club player hope.
13.
Makes no mistake of it. 5-all.
Against all.
Tremendous poise and discipline from Keys. Swiatek almost reset this point with that forehand. Keys very calmly taking her opportunities, and again, away from the lines and enough height and margin over the net.
Enough.
And two of the best first serves that Swiatek has hit back to back.
Needed it. Iga Swiatek moves ahead. 6-5 first set.
15.
Just the middle of the box is always going to be problematic.
She has just started to hit the
15
forehand with
all.
so much more shape ever since she was 5-2 down, Madison. It feels so safe the last couple of minutes.
Oh.
It's almost as if Keys has realized she
13,
doesn't have to
15.
rush through her shots. And even if she has to hit 2 or 3, maybe even 4 big shots, she still can keep control of a point with how big she can hit it. Doesn't have to make it more risky.
And I think that's the key for Madison
30 all.
tonight, to accept the fact that she does not have to win every single rally within 2-3 shots, but she has the physicality to stay in the rallies for, say, 7, 8, 9 shots if she needs to.
Taking away time from Madison Keys and earns another set point.
30-14.
It's a good set of tennis from the world number 2.
Against 5.
Iga Swiatek halfway there, takes the first set. 7-5.
That's 15 left.
Even at
15 all.
night with maybe slightly slower conditions, the Keys ball still just moves through the court, and when it hits, kind of keeps moving. That's been the challenge for Swiatek, why she's working so hard to try to get behind these heavy shots.
And Chandler, I don't think the game plan necessarily changes dramatically for Madison.
I don't think it does. I think she
13.
had the right game plan, and certainly from 2-5 down, she started implementing this game plan, hitting big, looking for opportunities to take the ball out of the air, not let Swiatek reset the point, and it also cuts down on the risk. She's not having to hit extra big shots from the ground.
15-14.
I see a little bit of doubt here from Iga Swiatek. So it's the perfect start for Madison Keys.
First game,
Early break in the second set.
Love, 15.
And both these players are terrific returners in slightly different ways. And you see Swiatek also trying to step inside the court, take those balls on the rise, and not give Keys as many unreturned serves. Pretty good percentage of breaking right back as well.
That's stunning.
15-13.
Great footwork.
30-all.
When Keys gets into position that way, she has options. She can go inside out, she can go inside in. It kind of freezes Swiatek where she can't read those shots as well.
Because she has such a beautiful shoulder turn on that forehand, it is impossible for Iga to read where she's going to hit. And at this speed, you have to start guessing a little bit before Maddie hits the shots.
Game. Keys.
Well, it's been a good start, hasn't it, for Madison Keys? She was able to get over the disappointment of losing that first set. And it's been a strong rebound. 2-love.
This was the same position Keys was in the first set, where she had broken and had game point for 2-love, couldn't get it, and that changed the complexion of the first set. So maybe now she can continue to implement this strategy that has worked.
That is the first time Madison Keys has held serve after breaking serve, so that's got to feel pretty good.
And even though she lost the first set, Keys, it still feels like this match is more even. And it's because of how Keys has been able to control play in between. Certainly the first set, those few games, and now beginning of this second.
And this starts to be a big game for Swiatek. Doesn't want to give up a 3-love lead here.
30, 15.
So much for Swiatek starts behind the first serve, and not just any first serve, but she's got to keep placing it well and mixing it up. I think not just mixing up placement, but also mixing up pace and mixing up spins. Because sometimes the quicker she serves it, the quicker the ball is back on her, like that last one.
Oh, it's stunning.
Now she tried it. She tried a little slower serve with a little more angle. And Keys on the full stretch, using every inch of her racket frame.
Good stuff again from Madison Keys. And it's another break. It's game on. 3-love Keys, second set. An incredible Australian summer. Winning Adelaide. 5 matches here. Right in it.
15-love.
And there's also the conditions are much warmer now than compared to the beginning of the match. So Madison's big shots are even bigger. It's starting to be really hot and humid.
Just as they are where Madison Keys trains down in Florida. 3 straight aces.
So a real run on at the moment from Madison Keys, and there's some question marks here for Iga Swiatek. 4-love.
All Swiatek could do was watch those serves whiz past her. Finally got something more hittable the last point of the game, but had an uphill battle, and she does here trying to hold serve, Swiatek. Frantangelo, pantomime, and just keep it going.
He was very calm and with the self-belief before this match when we spoke to him.
Thank
so
you.
I'm very impressed with Madison.
She's been hitting it big, Keys, and after the first set,
15.
she started hitting it just a bit bigger. Her average top spin speeds are up on both sides.
Love 30.
Well, it's
Here's a look at the numbers. On the forehand side, Keys 6 kilometers per hour faster between first and second set, and on the backhand, even more of a difference.
That's a big increase, isn't it?
And that's what Swiatek is struggling more with right now.
(15-13).
Well, this is sometimes the look we get from Iga when things are not going her way. Gets a little uptight and the body language does change.
Swiatek is out of sorts.
Yeah, she's definitely in a panic mode, so a huge mental test for Iga, how she can get out of this, because she's panicking mentally and on her shots as well.
It's all one-way traffic at the moment. A fantastic event for all to attend. And it's Madison Keys who's in control in the second set. 5-love.
(15-all).
So much to like about this forehand.
15.
This is the shot that's really worked a treat all summer long. It's a little shaky early on in the match, but boy, full of confidence at the moment.
Those shots for Swiatek have been few and far between, where she's been able to set up on balance on the front foot.
Fault. Fault. 30-14. Game, Swiatek.
Well, it's one game back, but it's a long, long way back. 5-1. Keys leads.
Swiatek at least able to hit pause on all the momentum Keys had. Still there for the American, but just a little bit of a shift to Swiatek's side, especially if she can hold serve here.
Wild.
Love 15.
She desperately love to hold on here. I wouldn't think she'd be too happy if Keys starts serving first in the third. Lifting up a fraction ahead.
Now, the struggles for Swiatek in this match have been very different than her previous matches. She was up around 80% of points won behind the first serve, Swiatek. Which is why she held for so many games here. She's not even winning 50% when she gets the first serve in. Drops dramatically behind the second.
This has got to give Madison Keys a lot of confidence.
Why not? The way this match has gone from 2-5 for her has been confidence building. And she is a point away from getting this to a decider.
Fifteen, 40. Thirty, 40.
It's well long, and we're going the distance. Madison Keys has wrapped this women's semi-finals up, and we're at 1 set all.
15 left.
Whatever Swiatek does, she has to work on spreading the court again. And she's lost a bit of confidence on some of her shots from the ground, so that will be a challenge. But she can't just look to go toe-to-toe from a neutral position pace-wise.
Chandy, do you feel like she's lost a bit of physicality?
30, 15.
In terms of where she
Just
started?
the footwork and the whole intensity.
Yeah, some of it. I think she's
almost overthinking
I think
it.
she's focused more on the big hit. She's trying to generate the pace first and foremost, and it has made her footwork suffer.
40, 15.
But it's also been difficult for Swiatek to read some of the shots. from Keys now that Keys has started making balls the way she did towards the latter part of the first set. So it's a lot of changes.
So much to love about the start from Madison Keys.
Final set.
That's the sort of point, that's the type of point Swiatek wants to play.
Well, I think that's what the goal needs to be, regardless of what happens in this match. And she's missed a few shots, but don't give Keys the same ball to the same side of the court twice, if at all possible. It's imperative that Swiatek keep some pressure, some tension in this match in terms of the scoreline. Well on her way to start in this service game.
I
think it's misses like this one that have to give Madison that extra boost of confidence. I mean, this wasn't close to making it over the net. She's missed some shots from the ground wildly, Swiatek has. Can she settle back down?
It's going to feel pretty good for Iga Swiatek. After not holding serve at all in the second set. That is fantastic vision, just out low.
So look how she was spreading the court there. Swiatek moving Keys, able to get the balls more into the corner, but it was the variety of placement that helped get her up there at the net.
It's up to Madison to respond.
Danny, are you seeing a difference in Swiatek just physically?
I think she's a little bit more urgent in between the shots, but the key here for me is
15 all.
to find a way how to open up the court, so that even if Madison hits these huge shots, she has the whole court then to play with. It is so much easier said than done at this speed.
The serves worked so well. The slider wide. It's
13.
something she's done
15.
so beautifully in her career.
And she hasn't overused it tonight, but that one, another strategically placed serve. Get out in front.
I really like here how Madison Keys is not panicking, didn't overplay the pass. It's got some beautiful dip and shape on it. Look at the spin on that ball.
She did well, Keys, to defend and keep herself in that point for the extra
14,
ball.
13.
And that's exactly the backhand that Swiatek has been so affected with throughout the tournament. That hard, short cross court. She needs to find a way to use that more often.
Holding strong mentally here, Madison Keys. A lot of self-belief. 2-1 final set.
Each service game is its own battle. And for Iga Swiatek right now, she cannot afford to lose those battles on her serve. Just taking a little extra time, being a little clearer on where she's placing the ball and what the result that she wants.
Definitely trying to hit that backhand down, the double hander down the line, Swiatek.
Yeah, she hasn't quite gotten it consistently, though. That was the shot she missed on that first set point. That one just seemed a little tentative, like she didn't quite commit fully to it. Slowed her racket head speed up behind it.
Chandra, it feels to me that Swiatek just started to slow the first serve down a fraction because she's afraid of missing that first serve and having to hit a second serve. Just, that makes your game all that little bit more cautious as well.
Do we think maybe this is the time on that second serve that Maddie should go inside the baseline, just step in, take it on the rise, and just send the message across to Iga? This is my time. I'm hitting the ball as well as I can, and just maybe be even slightly aggressive.
Yeah, she's got those opportunities, Keys, especially having held serve, serving first in the rotation.
That's got to feel like a gift, hasn't it? That was a big miss from Swiatek. These are the shots that she was executing in the first set. So first break point of the third set goes the way of Madison Keys. Needed to go back cross court one more time. Yes. Keys, that's where she's had success.
Yeah, Swiatek got fortunate. Another point in this game that she was on her heels and Keys just missed it. A little more pace into the body of Keys.
178, good call, Chanda. Survives the first test, Iga Swiatek. 2-all.
Swiatek had to work hard for that point, and at the end kind of shoveled the backhand down line. Didn't want to miss it.
Sort of a scoop almost.
All she had to do was make it. Huge game for the pole.
$59.
Made something out of what was almost nothing. Could have been a disaster.
15-all.
Yeah, sometimes she gets the feet there too early and gets planted, and then
I think she was looking to maybe run in and hit a volley, and then decided at the last minute it was dropping a little too much. So she put the brakes on. Good adjustment. Good enough.
Let's her. $30-15.
again, I just think Swiatek, she has to, more times than not, establish that she's going to go into the open court, establish that she's going to move the ball. And then she can maybe make adjustments and go behind Keys. But that was another excellent rally. And it's not easy to do at this stage. But that is why Swiatek has been at the top for so long. Maybe a little counterintuitive because it's not easy to move the ball in these tight situations, but for a big hitter that wants to be on balance, it's more difficult to do it if she's having to go side to side. So Swiatek earning a break point.
No panic from Keys.
And what a first serve that she threw out under pressure.
Yes.
That's a perfect point from Madison.
And those were difficult shots. When she made the first backhand look easy, and it wasn't. Just very confident hitting.
Keys.
Has to use this serve ever so well. The slider wide on the juice court. What a battle we have. Madison Keys holding on and leads 3-2 final set.
3-2.
I think Iga should use the body serve here as much as possible. Even though Madison lost that rally, I like her positioning on that second serve. She was standing almost on the baseline, being much more aggressive.
Let's pass.
she caught Keys leaning.
14.
Keys maybe expecting the backhand. Swiatek able to swing it away out wide.
(40-15).
She ran into it.
Yeah, almost too.
Yeah, got too close to it. Completely
40,
off
30.
balance on that backhand.
Yeah, you can see almost jumping through the shot. She lost her base, her footwork.
New balls, please.
So three games all,
games
new
all.
balls. That'll just change things a little bit. It'll be quicker.
It's got to feel like Swiatek, she is living on the edge, knows that she cannot afford to drop her serve here. Not that she can't create break opportunities, but it's been that difficult against the Keys serve, and especially when she has had a lead, been out in front. Under pressure, and Swiatek again coming up with the goods.
Halt.
And what has been so different tonight for Iga up to this stage of the tournament, she's done such a good job to follow through with her body after her shots, especially up the line. She just does not have time to do that tonight.
30 left. Halt. (30, 15).
Patience here in this rally from Iga Swiatek. Back to 30 all.
30 all.
What a shot.
Yeah, and the fist pump shows that was not an easy shot.
40-30.
Almost falling off the shot a fraction and just got into position just in the nick of time, and that is as good as you can hit it.
Left for serve.
Oh, brilliant! Madison Keys.
Against the 3.
Wow. In front, 4-3, final set. A couple of times, Chan, she's just almost overrun that and got too close on the backhand side.
I mean, it's the right idea. Again, she's trying to move the ball and just keep Keys off balance enough, but she wasn't really ready to hit that shot and wasn't comfortable with it.
There's a chance at love 30 for Madison Keys.
30.
Such an advantage of serving first on the scoreboard. Feels like you're in front at 4-3. Well, still on serve.
Fifteen, 13.
Oh boy.
Keys through that lob, but
15,
pretty high
14.
and a lot of tension in this moment.
Couldn't hit a better serve down break
30,
point.
14. Yes.
Change up from Swiatek. That ball, that serve a little slower, had a little more spin. And it was to the Keys forehand. Wasn't expecting that much of a slowdown.
Maybe just overthought it a little bit there, Madison Keys. A couple of break points come and go. 4-all. And 2 hours. Swiatek just sending off a racket to get restrung. Better be quick.
It's been interesting. I mean, we had 12 breaks of serve the first 2 sets, and now in this third, both players finding a way to hold on.
Is this where Madison Keys has got to just find some serious self-belief? She would have felt that was a lost opportunity, those 2 break points.
No, just stay plugged in the moment and focusing on this game and on this next point here. So easy for the mind to start racing a little bit more. Just things get away from you.
He's got to reset here.
And Iga is doing what I feel Maddie could have done, stepping in big time and taking advantage of that second serve return.
Love 14.
Well, that's 7 consecutive points now for Iga Swiatek. 3 break points.
Please. Fifteen, 14.
Might have looked easy. Well, that was not.
30, 14.
Played the point you wanted. Swiatek just didn't quite accelerate enough through that short forehand. It's this one here. It's low. It's a slice. You've got to exaggerate the acceleration. Just didn't quite commit. Oh, brilliant from both players. Iga Swiatek comes up trumps. point of the match for both players.
This is just unbelievable
Swiatek.
quality from both players.
"18 shots of brilliance."
It's good stuff. Keys' turn
Yes.
for brilliance when she needs it most.
Just got to try and find a couple of more first serves to find a way to hold on here, Madison Keys. Both players having chances deep in this third set.
Keys. Wait, please.
Oh, it's 2 winners in a row from Madison Keys and gets out of trouble.
Keys leads 5 games to 4.
5-4, Keys leads.
Left.
Well, great start here for Swiatek. Nice response after having the chances in the previous game. Back to work. Enchanted. Keys is starting to use that forehand down the line or the off forehand. Typically it's been going cross most of this set, and that's just catching Swiatek a little off guard here. Keys is just trying to hit herself to victory.
15-13. All.
Her defence, Iga Swiatek, off a couple of really well-struck returns has been impressive.
40-13.
So mentally tough from Swiatek.
5 games all.
Had to really dig deep. Incredible ball striking from Keys. 5-all.
Swiatek missed some shots down the line at some key moments, but she knew in this game she had to go for those shots. And instead of doing what was comfortable, she took on what was uncomfortable, and that got her out of that service game.
Love 15. Love 13.
Yeah, she came in so hard to catch up to that swinging volley. She had to make sure she didn't touch the net. Intensity from Iga Swiatek.
Love 14.
Well, it was down love 40 in her previous service game and was able to find a way out of it.
Thank you. Fifteen, 14.
Not going away, Keys, embracing
13,
the
14.
challenge of this moment, saving break points once again. One more coming for Swiatek.
Swiatek with the vital break deep in the third set. Leads 6-5.
Love.
By the way, the racket that Iga sent a couple minutes ago for restring is already back at her bench.
Thirty, 15.